This is my review on Love Island Season 8, Episode 23. Before you guys start, I am doing the pink collagen Medicube mask basically to hydrate my face. This will be on for the next 1 to 3 hours. Long term, if you use it, it will basically, although hydrating your face as well, it's also helping with not hyperpigmentation, but evening out skin tones, well, which is obviously a form of hyperpigmentation. I have eczema as well, so I'm trying to level out my face. But yeah, and if you are interested, I will link it down below. But let's get into this review. I don't believe Casey cares about Anaya's feelings at all, because if he did, he would have had a conversation with her to the side after the recoupling as well. I don't think Anaya should shed any more tears for Casey anyway, because he's very selfish in his decision that he made, and no one's saying that he can't move on. It's just the way he went about moving on as well, and the way he was reassuring her in the villa, oh, don't worry, this, like that, when she had no problem with him exploring. If he had told her sooner, she could then not put all her eggs in one basket, which was his basket, and go explore somewhere else. Don't know how people are even defending Casey anyway. He deserves all the backlash he's getting. Parmesan needs to keep quiet as well. I don't know why she's talking. She's doing a lot of this when you're being a bird, you're being a pick-me for no reason. I don't think Anaya should go home anyway. I do understand that she is feeling embarrassed in this moment, but this too shall pass. That's what I have to say. Jack needs to be quiet as well, because you're not touching that 100k anyway. He's talking about, oh, the vibe was ruined and whatever. What do you think was going to happen during this time? What did you really think was going to happen? Like, please, let's be honest here. On top of that as well, he's always blaming the wrong people. Instead of you to blame the boys and hold them accountable, because you're busy in a circle jerk, you don't want to say anything. I love how Melanie actually breathes life into Anaya as well, and she actually tells what she needs to hear, because it's true. Casey doesn't deserve you, and he wasn't going to fit into your thing as well, or your lifestyle, because it's like Anaya had to minimize herself or put herself down in order to keep Casey up. I just wish that Melanie took her own advice as well, because then she'd be thriving and wouldn't be with Sincere. Obviously, we know that Corey is very red pill orientated from how he was on the After Sun, but I just hope she does find someone outside of Sincere that actually cares and loves her. Again, I don't feel like Anaya should settle with Casey anyway. He is an incel, and I feel like he would never have fit in her life anyway. Even when she was talking about her dad being, you know, a previous NFL player, he already knew he wasn't going to get it. And on top of that as well, even if you are not from the same social class or working class, whatever it is, the background wise, that doesn't mean that you still can't be together. Like, for instance, let's look at Cordell and Serena. They were from different walks of life in regards to working class and social, whatever it is, because he's coming from a multi-millionaire family, and his dad was in the NFL. What's his brother's name? Whoever his brother, Odell, was in the NFL as well. Cordell, yes, had his own job, whatever, but he still was financially secure regardless. He was never going to be down and like that. Serena had to get out of the mud. So that's what I mean. Nothing wrong with coming from two different walks of life to be together. But I think Casey just didn't want to put the effort in. I agree with what Melanie said. Exactly. I don't deserve to see your tears. Corbin, though, you're trying to rewrite history here. He's talking about, oh, Parmesan basically gave her opinion. That wasn't it. She decided to start defending you when it wasn't needed as well, because you didn't need, do you know what I mean? It didn't make any sense why he's now trying to rewrite history. She inserted herself in something that had nothing to do with her and started saying, oh, he doesn't treat me like that, he doesn't treat me like that, like a real pick me. And this is another thing as well, Parmesan. She'll learn sooner or later with Corbin anyway, but it's giving you think you're the exception, because she's still put, oh, I'm not going to base how he was in the past or how he was to other people in the past, because obviously now he's with me. Okay. And that's what a lot of people do anyway. Obviously, yeah, let's get a bit deeper into it. It's just the same with people that are dating people that are very problematic or whatever. They're like, oh, they're not problematic with me, but you know, they're problematic with other people. Then as soon as they show you how they are, you're now crying, telling us, when it's like some of it could have actually been prevented. I could tell Bryce was really happy to be back with Trinity as well. I'm really happy for them, and they're my winners. They're my clients. Issue again that I'm having with KC is that he could have literally walked away. No one told him to stay. Nobody told him that he had to do all this. He's acting like he was held at pew pew, and someone had to say, you know what, KC, you stay there, blah blah blah. That was never the case. Everyone told him he could explore, but he didn't want to explore, because he kept telling Anaya, no, Anaya, you're my main connection, you're my this. If that's the case, then why are you complaining now? And then Tiara's telling us basically that Sincere said to Casey that, oh, he hasn't seen Casey this happy before. What is really going on, Sincere? Because aren't you meant to be so-called Anaya's best friend in the villa, and then you're saying this to him as well? It's very weird behaviour. And maybe this is why, when we get further into the episode, they say that you're two-faced as well, because of the stuff you're doing like this. Like, why would you do that for? That's weird. Then TT's talking... Oh, my camera wasn't focusing. Then TT's talking about, oh, Romeo and Juliet. Don't you worry, you'll be back. The thing is, yeah, even though Casey and TT have a connection, I feel like people are going to vote them out because of what happened to Anaya. I feel like the focus, though, should be first off getting Jen and Caleb and Jaden out the house, because they're boring. Then we need to get Jen and Gal out. Then it needs to be Kenzie and... No, we can keep Kenzie, actually. Then we can get Casey and TT out. Then it can be Corbin and Parmesan out as well. And Tiara's doing a lot of reassuring to Casey, and I don't see him reassuring her. So let's stop worshipping him. Yeah, cool. It's also weird that Zach keeps trying to belittle Kada, and I feel like people are forgetting. So Zach is very red pill coded. When he's talking about, oh, you're not my girl, you're not my girl, you're not my girl. You're trying to basically humble her. And when she was single and exploring with Caleb, though, you were crashing out. So what is it? I do feel bad for Anaya, and I guess she has to go through this in order to get rise above it and obviously move on. And I do agree with Trinity, what she said. She could have explored both options. So I don't know why she... See how that just pricked? Yeah, she could have explored both options, but I don't know why she didn't. And she stuck with KC because nothing would have been wrong with her exploring. I feel like it was bird behavior of Parmesan to tell Corbin what the girl said. But at the same time, I've seen some of them do this as well. Like, this is what happened with Anaya when Anaya was told information. I'm also glad that Tiara took accountability for her mini crash out moment as well. And the girls are able to move on from that as well. I am also happy that Tiara is giving tea about what the guys are doing in the villa as well. The fact that Parmesan told Corbin that his mouth smells as well and he didn't have a problem with it, but if it was anyone else there, he would definitely be going on. I'm confused. Did Zach and Kada have sex? And then also Zach dropping the album as well felt like, yeah, he's just throwing out words there just to see or make Kayla smile as well. Or Kada, sorry, smile. Then what does Trinity mean by French fry as well? Did Bryce and also Trinity have sex as well? Because that's what I mean. They're using too much code words. I know Love Island do this to protect them or whatever, but I'm just like, bro, I need to know what actually is going on. Casey's talking about, oh, the environment's hostile and his feelings weren't taken into consideration. You're trying to victimize yourself and it's not working on this crowd. And Naya shouldn't beat herself up too much anyway because she's basically done with Casey anyway. And I feel like this is it. This is over. He's not going to give her the closure. Wow, the closure that she wanted. It actually made me feel sad though when Naya was talking about she doesn't feel beautiful, she doesn't feel loved and all that other stuff. And I'm thinking, only if you knew how much everyone's cheering for you outside the villa. Hearing how the guys speak about Carl as well, you can tell he's a really stand-up guy as well. And it seems like Corbin was only interested in getting information to be like, see Casey, trying to reassure Casey basically that he made the right decision when it's okay with the decision he made. It's just the way he went about it. That's the issue. And I feel like these men are not intentionally getting it right in regards to what other people are saying because they just want to be right for the sake of it. I do agree with Corbin as well, and I should have explored Carl. I do also agree with Caleb, though, what he said about Casey. Casey was too in the middle, straddling the fence, rather than just being honest with himself. And also Anaya, that's all they asked for. I also don't like what Zach's doing as well. He's trying to humble Kada, talking about, you're not my girlfriend, you're not this, but she wasn't your girlfriend before her when she was single talking to Caleb and you still crashing out. So what is this? Then you're dropping the L-bomb as well. And you're trying to do this thing where you're trying to humble her and it's not really working for you. You're a loser for that. I'm kind of over the Melanie and Sincere drama. I feel like Sincere isn't telling the whole truth and that's the issue. Then when Melanie finds out new details, that's when she gets annoyed at him. Melanie, again, the sympathy is capped as well because Sincere's telling you the same story and he's not changing his actions. What more do you want us to do? I'm glad that Tiara had a conversation with Anaya as well, but I feel like production must have had a word with her and told her to calm down as well and also have that conversation with Anaya so they can move on because the backlash she's probably getting online is a lot. And as I said before, I was proven right. Corbin just got that information out of the guys just to go back to KC to reassure him, like, yeah, this is what she was doing. She's kissing guys behind you, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, Corbin is right as well. I feel like Anaya was staying with KC for how long they've been together, along with the connection as well. They finally got a text, and obviously they have a new challenge, and I'm so glad that Meg is back in there. And one thing about Meg, she's going to promote her business as well. So she had the Hot Girl merch there that she has with Walmart, the collaboration. Then she's also promoting her music as well in the background. What gets me is the fact the boys know every single time that Kenzie does the splits because they're like, yeah, she does the splits again. It's like that one party trick she has. I do agree Jaden does look like Jessica Alba though, like a slight, I can see it. Obviously they do the challenge, Parmesan is out first, then Kenzie did the split as well. Every time she does it, I just start laughing at her. And for the second round, Melanie, Jaden, Jen and Kada went out. Then Tiara won the competition overall and yeah. When the boys were doing the competition, the most people that had the rhythm was Bryce and Dylan. I'm so glad that Meg humbled Corbin though, telling her that she doesn't like him but Parmesan does. So the winner of the challenge for the boys was Casey. Gal's reasoning didn't make sense to me why he went for Melanie, but I was like, okay, whatever you need to do. Zach threw the cake at Trinity, and I feel like he just has an underlying problem with her that he hasn't addressed with anyone yet. Caleb choosing Parmesan to throw the cake at was kind of valid, but at the same time, I thought he was going to go for Kenzie because that was the first time that, someone played in his face. Then Dylan chose Naya because Carl deserved to be here, cool. Bryce threw the cake at Kada because obviously he took the L before with Kada. Sincere chose to throw the cake at Jen because Jen apparently is in people's business, but I think it's because Jen said that he isn't sincere, even though his name is Sincere. Casey threw the cake at Trinity, and obviously he missed as well, which was a good thing. You could tell Casey was really upset with what happened as well because the way he reacted when that cake missed, and then his voice started breaking out. I'm like, yeah, I'm glad it didn't miss. I'm glad it missed her as well because that's... can't get the words out. I'm going to do a part 2.